Iranian regime will make the strategic decision.
Western sanctions led by the United States have long been imposed against Iran, but the unilateral sanctions mainly target civilians. For example, people in Iran have been experiencing difficulties in accessing certain types of medicines. The tough sanctions have also caused problems for civilians in service sector. One of the sectors strongly affected by these sanctions in Iran is the aviation sector. Different Iranian passenger airlines have numerous problems for purchasing new airplanes or parts for their aircraft. The fuel ban in some countries doubled the aviation costs for Iranian passenger airlines. Despite the inhumane sanctions applied on passenger airlines in Iran, they have managed to survive and continue their flights to dozens of domestic and foreign destinations. One of these Iranian airlines is Meraj Airline, which inaugurated its foreign flights in a ceremony attended by scores of its pilots, flight attendants, and a handful of celebrities. Like other Iranian airlines, Meraj is doing its best not to let the international sanctions affect the quality of services they provide.
We have been under sanctions for some 35 years. We have our own methods to turn the sanctions. So far, the sanctions have put us in trouble, but they have never halted our activities. We have difficulty in acquiring our parts, but the sanctions never affect the quality of our flights, because a series of standards are to be met.
Despite all the problems inflicted on Iran's airline industry, the sanctions are not good excuses for ignoring international aviation standards.
Despite the tough sanctions, efforts by our technical teams and the support by the management enable us to technically maintain the aircraft at a standard level. And unless the standards are not met, we never allow the airplanes to fly.
The U.S. imposed sanctions of 1995 bans aviation companies from selling aircraft and repair parts to Iranian airlines. The U.S. sanctions endanger the safety of civil aviation in Iran because they prevent Tehran from acquiring parts and essential support for aviation safety. The sanctions are also contrary to Article 44 of the Chicago Convention, to which the U.S. is a member. The International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, says aviation safety affects human lives and human rights and stands above political differences. The organization says an international public pressure must be brought on the United States to lift the sanctions against Iran. Ehsan Kevani, reporting for Press TV, Tehran.